Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening, boss.
evening.
Hi.
Okay, thank you for attending this meeting. Today, we will discuss important changes regarding our working hours policy and office dress code policy. These changes are aimed at improving work-life balance while maintaining professionalism. So, before we start, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. My name is Nordini Sofia.
Good evening, everyone. I am Iman Jasmine, and I oversee daily operations to ensure smooth workflow.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nur Farah. I manage employee performance and ensure that company policies are followed.
Hi, and good morning. I'm Vidiana, responsible for documentation and company communication.
Great. Now, let's begin with our first agenda item. First, the importance of being punctual to work, and then the working hours changes policy. The third one is the new policy for the office wear, clothes for the company, and lastly, information related to the company policy changes. So first, importance of punctuality. Punctuality is a crucial factor in workplace productivity. When employees arrive late, it affects not only their work but also the entire team's efficiency. Manager, can you elaborate on this?
Absolutely. When an employee is late, tasks get delayed, and meetings cannot start on time. This affects overall team's coordination. I would like to emphasize that our employees must strictly adhere to their selected working hours.
So we have received complaints about some employees frequently late, arriving late. While flexibility is important, discipline is equally necessary. I suggest we implement a warning system for repeat tardiness.
That's a good idea. Maybe you can introduce a three-strike rule. After late arrival, the employees receive a formal warning. What do you think?
That sounds fair. Now let's move forward with that policy. I will inform to the HR to track employee attendance and report frequent latecomers. Now, let's move to the second agenda, changes to the working hours policy. Employee will now have the option to choose from three shifts. First, they have 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And then the second one is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And lastly is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This flexible schedule allows employees to select a shift that best suits their needs. However, once selected, the shift must be followed consistently.
This policy will reduce burnout and improve productivity. Employees will have more control over their schedules while still maintaining efficiency. However, there should be a clear process for shift changes. Employees should request shift change at least 1 week in advance to avoid disruptions.
I agree. I also suggest that each department has a fixed ratio of employees per shift to ensure fair distributions. For example, if 80 of employees choose the morning shift, it might create an imbalance.
So I will prepare a shift preference from where employees can submit their desired shift. HR can then review and improve them based on the company needs.
That's a good approach. Also, HR should provide a monthly report on shift distribution to monitor any imbalances.
Another concern is overtime requests. Since employees will have different shifts, we need to ensure that overtime does not overlap and cause excessive workload.
Uh, yes, I recommend that any overtime must be pre-approved by managers to prevent misuse.
So, Ms. Iman, What do you think is time? The best time option?
I think the best options, if you can see on the slide, 65% choose 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This schedule is the most convenient for both employees and business operation. Here's why. First, standard business hours alignment. It matches the working hours of most companies, making it easier to communicate with clients, partners, and suppliers. This also ensures smooth collaboration with external stakeholders. Ms. Farah, can you explain more in details?
Sure, I will continue. So the second for me is better work-life balance because 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. may be too early for some employees, leading to fatigue. And 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. maybe it may be finished later, which could interfere with personal time and evening commitments. And last but not least, traffic and commute considerations, which is starting at 8 a.m. helps employees avoid extreme peak hours traffic compared to a 9 a.m. start. Ending at 5 p.m. allows employees to too heavy.
Okay.
Good point. I will ensure that the HR updates the overtime policy accordingly. Now, let's move to the third agenda, changes to the office wear policy. Employees will now have more relaxed dress code while maintaining a professional appearance.
Yes, the goal is to make employees feel comfortable while still looking presentable. Employees no longer need to wear full formal attire but must avoid overly casual clothing. Vidiana, can you explain why the new policy for office wear clothes? Wait,
Of course. The first one, we have professionalism and brand image, guest confidence and trust, first impression matter, and lastly, functionality and practicality. Miss Iman, can you explain about more about hotel uniform?
so we are made our new uniform, which is CEO uniform. We prefer three-piece suit uh, for a symbol of authority and use premium fabric to to perform a professional and formal. Second is manager uniform, which is two-piece suit. This to balance of leadership and approachability. These two-piece suits also comfortable for daily tasks and gives a polished look. For secretary uniform, we prefer dress shirt, blazer, and trousers. This gives a neat and organized appearance, professional and approachable, and also efficient and practical. We have supervisor uniform that is dress shirt, trousers, and vest. This will give a hands-on leadership look, smart and professional, and also balance formality and comfort. So, last but not least is employees uniform, which is dress shirt, trousers, and vest or apron. This uniform gives you comfort and practically hospitality clean and efficiency in service. So if you can see to the slide, these are the example for CEO uniforms, which gives you a polished look. The second one is manager uniform that looks professional. The third one is secretary uniform so looks professional. The fourth one is supervisory uniform. It is simple, but also give a polished look. Last but not least is employees' uniform, gives a hospitality and clean look. Explain in detail what is not wear in our hotel.
Okay, for the allowed attire, we can wear a collared shirt, blouse, polo shirt, black, khaki pants, formal skirt, and closed-toe shoes. For not allowed one, we cannot wear ripped jeans, short, leggings, slipper, sandal, flip-flop, or graphic t-shirt with an inappropriate print.
That's a great initiative, guys. Also, if employees violate the dress code, what action should we take?
For first-time violations, we can issue a verbal reminder. If repeated, a formal warning letter should be given.
I also agree. Employees need to understand that professionalism is still expected, even with a relaxed dress code.
All right, now let's finalize this new policy and communicate it properly. Before we wrap up, let's discuss any potential concerns employee might have.
One concern might be how employees will adjust to their. Sorry. One concern might be how employees will adjust to the new shift. We should offer a one-week transition period for employees to finalize their preferred shifts.
Some employees might also feel confused about what is considered business casual attire. Maybe we can hold a brief Q&A session to clarify any doubts from employees.
Okay, I can set up an fact document with common questions and answers about the new policy.
Good suggestions. We will implement a transition period for the shift, fact documents, and a Q&A session to help employees adjust movement. To summarize, here's what we will do. So the new working hours policy is set to improve efficiency and ensure proper work shifts. Employee must follow their assigned shift to be punctual. And then the office wear policy promotes a professional and appropriate dress code for the workplace. Everyone should dress according to the new guidelines. Following these policies will help maintain a smooth workflow and a positive company image. And also, employees should reach out to the management if they have any questions or concerns about these changes. And finally, let's work together to follow these updates and create a better workplace for everyone.
I will brief department heads on these updates and ensure they communicate with their teams.
I will monitor employee adherence and provide feedback on any challenge.
Okay, so I will finalize the memo, prepare the fact, and schedule the Q&A session.
Great teamwork, everyone. Let's implement these policies effectively, okay? Thank you for all attending. Bye. Meeting
Bye.
end here. Bye.